cold Friday evening. Hello everybody, hello Christopher. Hello Harjot, hello Yogi. Hey Mark S and ENF. Hello Vivian Johnson. Hello Gertej. And Joseph. And Shirtchick, how's it going? Yeah, I think I'm going to go walk towards Queen's Park to see what the situation is over there. I know some of the truckers or the convoy or whatever the case may be have already showed up. I think the main event is tomorrow, but some of them have showed up a day early. But for the most part, this will just be a walk around downtown as usual. I'm just going to check out that situation over there. It'd be kind of silly to ignore it, right? Hope you're doing well, Harjot. Alex, yeah, I wasn't going to do a live stream tonight, but I just thought, what the heck? I'm just walking through Allen Gardens. Hey, Boardwalk Brad, how's it going? Hello, Dave and Bangor. And hello to anyone who I might have missed who said hello to me. Sometimes I miss a few. The chats come fast and furious when you start the stream sometimes. Hey Pamela, all is well indeed. Hey, Marie Palmer, hello, hello. I think the police have kind of cordoned off the whole area around Queen's Park. University Avenue from Dundas all the way up to College, and then College Street all the way over to Yonge Street. So getting right to Queen's Park itself will be impossible. I mean, not on foot, I mean by vehicle. Hello, Doug. Hello, Maureen. And I think right now, the majority of those who have arrived early are kind of all gathered on Queen's Park, north of Queen's Park, between the park and Bloor Street, that stretch where the Royal Ontario Museum is. So we'll take a walk up there. Hey, Michelle Briggs. Hey, Michael Stern. The fire escape guy. Hello, Kathleen Das. Steve Mikra, hello to you. It's kind of a cold Friday night. I'm actually wearing a hat, or as we like to call them up here in the Great White North, a toque. It doesn't have a pom-pom though. I'm normally not a toque guy, and when I do wear a toque, I'm definitely not a pom-pom guy. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And I have my extra warm glove on my gimbal holding hand. So I think I should be well protected from the elements out here. Yeah, it's a bit windy. The wind picks up every now and then, Vivian. High fiver, thanks for the 10 bucks. Maybe I'll run into you. Are you heading up that way, High fiver? I don't think there's much happening at the moment. I think tomorrow is the big event, I think, so. And I'm not even sure if I'll even go out tomorrow to check it out, to be honest. Whitby dude, yeah, I'm going to head up that way. I mean, I got to at least check out the situation, right? It is a major thing happening here in my city. Hey Giuseppe, I'm doing great. How are you? Hello 12. Yeah, so the snow that we were supposed to get didn't really pan out the way they were predicting. I think the city got maybe a few centimeters in the first round and then maybe another 5 or so in the second round last night. And that's about it. Hey Mark S. I'm not sure what's for dinner yet. Maybe I'll head here after the stream and pick up a few things. Mike Landry, 5 bucks. Hi Ken and everyone in the chat. Well, thank you very much, Mike, for the super chat, and hello to you. If there is going to be a lot of honking over the weekend, I'm kind of glad I live, you know, a little bit east of the heart of downtown, so I probably won't hear much from my place. I mean, I like my sleep, you know. I don't know if there's going to be much action to see right now, Giuseppe. I think just a lot of vehicles kind of parked there along the street, and I think we'll hear honking. Some honking. Maybe some whooping. You know the drill. If you've seen all the stuff in Ottawa, I think it's going to be a smaller, scaled down version of that. All right, Joseph, we'll catch you later. Oh, you didn't look at me? Maybe I'll end up on a newscast. I think there's lots of news stations all camped around there right now. I'm sure I'll probably end up on camera for one of them. Hey, Sunjib. You got snow in Montreal? We didn't really get as much here as they were forecasting, and I'm happy about that. I didn't want any more. We got enough for the next 10 winters. Tom bikes, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm expecting. Just some noise. And up ahead I can see here the police have College Street blocked off. Alright, we're getting our first signs of action here. Just crossing Yonge Street. Yeah, we're at Yonge College. Hey Estelle, I'm doing great. How are you? The guy just chucked his butt on the ground like it was no thing. It's kind of gross. It's like there's a bit of a disconnect there, or they don't consider that litter somehow. It's still litter. It's like I would never throw an empty cup on the ground, but my cigarette butt, don't even think twice about it. Hey Nikki, how's it going? Alan K. Kwan, how you doing? Yeah, no worries, Nikki. It's always fun to wander around holding a phone on a stick. Having people look at me like I have 3 heads or something. Even got the mounted unit all ready to go here. I don't think this is going to be nearly as major of a thing as it was in Ottawa when it first started. Horsies, yep. Hey, Ryan Rides. Yeah, I thought I'd venture out into the brutal Canadian winter. Naz, it's pretty cold. I'm not sure what the exact temperature is. Maybe someone in the chat can enlighten me. It feels like it's at least -8 or -9. I don't know. I might be a bit off there. The wind is blowing, so it makes it hard to judge the temperature accurately. It always feels colder when that wind blows, you know. Alright, Bay Street. Minus 11, okay. Yeah, I'd say that feels about right. Thanks 12 and others for the temperature update. Hey Ryan. Even got like cops down here. I guess they don't want people coming up from these side streets either. It's like no sneaking onto College Street. Ibiza, yeah, Toronto has transformed drastically since 2006. I mean, of course, the basic city itself is the same, but there's just so many new buildings. Probably like 50 new skyscrapers have been built since then. (2019) Gertij, yeah. Even since then, it's changed quite a bit with new development. In a typical year, you might see like 10 new major high-rises get built. Alan K. Kwan, $10. A post-stream hot drink and snacky. Well, thank you very much, Alan. It's very kind of you. Hello in Spain. Auto Loco. Yeah, so far I'm not feeling all that cold. Hello, Philadelphia. John F. Yeah, I think some of them have already arrived, but they can't get close to Queen's Park, really. The weather just does not want to warm up. Snow hasn't even had a chance to melt. I mean, the other day it was a little bit mild and you could see it was starting to melt. But then all of a sudden it got cold again. And then we got a little more snow. Yeah, it's a bunch of tractors that are there right now, right? Not so much big rigs, but tractors. I think they drove in from like York region. So I don't think any of the people still in Ottawa are leaving Ottawa to come here. So this is like a kind of a separate thing from the main Ottawa group. Here's University Avenue, so we're just just south of Queen's Park. They got like a bus here blocking the street. Got like a bus on each side. So just to the south of here is Hospital Row. So they really wanted to keep everything away from Hospital Row for obvious reasons. I mean, you can't really disrupt access to the hospitals and all that. There's like 4 major hospitals just south of here, and then another one just a little bit over in this direction. Just up here is Queen's Park. So this whole area is basically cordoned off. Yeah, I heard some helicopters flying over right when I was getting ready to start the stream. I think they're just hovering over the area where all the tractors are currently parked. Yeah, it's like total Deadsville right around here. I don't hear any honking yet. I thought I would hear some honking by now. If I can't hear the honking from here, then I'm certainly not going to hear much from my place. Hello. Oh, okay. I hear the honking now. The sound just traveled to my ear. You think this is spooky, Nikki? Well, Doug Ford does hang out in there. That's pretty spooky. It's like the evil palace of Doug Ford or something. So it's probably going to get pretty loud once I get closer. I'm going to go through the park itself there in a minute. Hey, Mr. Strides, how you doing? You're in the beaches? Did you take a dip? It's a fine day for a dip in the lake. Yeah, I can hear the honking. Yeah, Queen's Park is rarely this quiet. I mean, pretty much never. The street, I mean, not the park itself. It's a sort of like a traffic funnel, usually. Hey, Yahia. Here's all this construction is. I think I'm just going to walk across here. It's not like there's any cars to look out for. And why not just walk on the street instead of like shuffling through the snow? Hey, Joseph Paul Martin. Well, this has definitely piqued some interest because I just passed 300 viewers, and I think that's the first time I've ever passed that mark in a live stream. So hello to all 300 plus people. We're going to go check out the action here. Mike Landry, have a great evening, Ken. Bye, everyone. Thanks again for another super chat. Very much appreciated, Mike. Have yourself a great evening and a great weekend as well. Can you hear the honking? It's like a scary movie. The honkening. Beware the honkening. Hello, hey, Abussa, 200 miles per hour from Central United Kingdom. Hello to you. It'd be funny if she had a little bike horn and she just started beeping it. Meep, 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 meep. Hey, Noble Costs. Welcome to the Honkening 2022. I can see they have some cop cars stationed down there. And Vivian Johnson, $13.99. You may need to buy some earplugs. I could get some fancy earplugs with $13.99. Thank you very much, Vivian Johnson. I do have my toque pulled down over my ears. Oh, they seem to have stopped the honking. Maybe they just have to take a break. I'm sure there'll be more. And Yahia, the transit guy, $1 super chat. Thank you so much, Yahia. Very much appreciated. It is cold. It is quite cold, but I'm handling it all right. I've gradually learned how to dress properly for these winter live streams. Got better gloves, I have a hat, I have a warmer coat. I have long johns. I have thick socks. Yep. I think I'm on top of this. Hello, Jacqueline McGowan. I hear a plane, yeah. Thought it was a helicopter. Okay, so we're just about in the tractor zone. I'm not sure what this spot here is going to be called, because they can't really get anywhere else close to Queen's Park. This is the only area where they can even get close to the legislature. It's currently 7:01 p.m. And look at that. It's a whole lot of tractors. I wonder why it's all tractors. I mean, they must have just all started from the same place. I'm guessing north of the city. Canadian Farmers Support. Okay, that explains the tractors. So this is a more like a farmer convoy as opposed to a trucker convoy. I do see a couple trucks there. Yeah, that makes sense, Profit. Oh, here comes the honking. News report. So we'll just go up to Bloor and then we'll go back down the other side. I'm just wondering, this might be all they can do. Like, if more are arriving tomorrow, where are they going to go, right? They can't go anywhere other than here, unless they fan out onto streets that aren't even near Queen's Park, you know, like Yonge Street or something like that. I guess we'll see how it plays out tomorrow. Maybe they take honking breaks and then after 10 minutes they all resume the honking. Because they were honking pretty steadily as I was heading up towards here, and then they just stopped all of a sudden. Like in Ottawa, they didn't really prepare, right? They just didn't do anything, and then the convoy just rolled right up to Parliament Hill. I mean, right onto the grounds almost of Parliament Hill. I think if things do get a little more rowdy, they're going to face a lot more pushback here in Toronto than they did in Ottawa. So I think Torontonians aren't quite as, I don't know, what's the word? Like Ottawa is a city of bureaucrats, you know, civil service workers and things of that nature. Toronto has a much more sort of diversified population, I guess you could say. A lot more radical elements here in Toronto, right? We're Canadian, that's true. Canadians save excessive rowdiness for hockey, right? Especially if their winning team, if their team loses the Stanley Cup final, then you'll see some Canadian rowdiness. We were just passing by the ROM, yeah, right now. That's it, the ROM right here. The air is pretty foul right here. There's all kinds of exhaust in the air. came for the honkening. Where's the honkening? Do I have to do that thing where you like pull your hand up and down in the air like you're pulling the air horn string thing? You know what I'm talking about. Maybe if I do that, they'll start the honkening. You ever do that when you were a kid, when the truck would drive by on the highway? Of course you did. Hey Capuan, how's it going? Fans versus gaming, no worries. Is this the Christmas parade? Let's say it is, because we didn't have one, right? And I heard on the news just recently that we're going to get the St. Patrick's Day parade this year. So I think a lot of people are finally happy to have that come back. So maybe St. Patrick's Day will be business as usual this year. I think that the mayor promised that for last year and then it didn't happen. Ugh, so much exhaust here. So this is pretty much all there is right now. I mean, there isn't a whole lot happening. As I was saying, tomorrow is the main event. Hello in Vancouver. Hello, Romachek. The hookers are on the way, Scott Briggs. Yahia, say something and I'll add you as a mod. Alright, we got another mod in the house. Bevy's here. I just added Ryan Rides as a mod. Okay, here comes the honking. Hello, Joanna H. Alright, Bevy's here. And if I see Yahia comment, I'll add you as a mod as well. Ryan Rides is now a mod. He didn't ask to be one, but I just told him, you're a mod now, Ryan Rides. Neda, yeah, this is downtown Toronto.
Right, that's the one.
All right. Yahya, you're now a moderator. With great power comes great responsibility. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to hang around here. There's really not much happening, you know. Just a lot of tractors kind of just sitting there. They're not even honking. I want to at least hear some honking. I mean, just enough to annoy me so that I'll have a reason to say, okay, that's enough. I have to get away from the honking now. There we go. Janet, yeah, I'm just glad. I said earlier that I live kind of far enough away from this area that I probably won't hear much honking from my place. Unless they fan out eastward, like to Yonge Street or something like that, because they can't really go anywhere around Queen's Park. It's completely blocked off. So if there's more arriving tomorrow, I don't know where they're going to go. So I'll just walk down the other side one more time, and then I think that'll probably be about all I can show of this, right? But it's awesome to see so many people watching. This is by far the most people I've had watching one of my streams. They got the entire area blocked off, right?
Well, everywhere, all the way down there, subways and everything.
Yeah.
For what reason? Like to stop people from protesting, this actually makes it worse. You know, it's creating chaos. People should call the divisions and complain.
Right.
You know?
Okay. All right, this will be the last pass of the tractor rally. Maybe we'll get some honking before I head out of the area. Well, yeah, ENF, I'm definitely not going to do what Autowox did. His channel is just completely all about that now. That's all it is now, right? I mean, I can understand he wants to like sort of milk the situation, but my channel is about Toronto. It's about walking around the city, showing people what Toronto is all about. It's not the protest channel, you know. If there's something happening in the city, of course I'll come and check it out, you know, I'll show it. But then I'll move on. And if something major happens, then I'll come back and check that out. But if it's just the same old thing day after day, I don't really see how that's appealing, you know. Some people prefer it, some people like it, obviously. They want to see everything happening every day. But I'm sure someone else will step in to document this if it goes on for a week, as it has in Ottawa. I just don't see this as being like nearly as major of an event as the Ottawa rally. Hey, Terry Dufresne. But wow, Ottawalk's channel, I think, has passed Johnny's channel now in subscribers. That's insane. It was less than half the size of my channel a week ago, and now he's surpassed Johnny. He's passed 70,000 subscribers. So congrats to Ottawalks for having his channel blow up like that. And hopefully, once things have calmed down in Ottawa and things get back to normal, a lot of those subscribers, new subscribers, will continue to watch his videos. I just don't think a lot of them will. Melissa, I think these farmers are from outside the city, maybe York region or one of the surrounding regions. I barely heard any honking. That's kind of what I was coming for. I wanted to hear all the honking. Yeah, farmers, I guess, aren't as apt to honk as truckers are, right? There's no honking culture in the farmer community. Yes, I'm very disappointed with the lack of honking. I'm sure some people in Ottawa are basically don't want to hear a honk again as long as they live, but but I want to hear some. All right, Alex, thanks for being part of the awesome mod squad, and that's grown. The mod squad has grown tonight. So thanks everyone who showed up to check out the protest here at Queen's Park. All the new viewers, welcome. And if anyone hasn't subscribed, by all means go ahead and do that. And my chat counter just crashed. It went from 560 something down to 1. Well, okay, now it's back. $581. I think I was almost at 600, so that's awesome. I've never been... That's twice as much as my previous record. And now we're back at Queen's Park. Hey, funny dog. Adios. I didn't even know you were here. So hello and goodbye, funny dog. I'm walking in the bike lane right now, but I'll just move out of the way. I'm streaming on 4G. It has served me well. Hello in Spain, Auto Loco. Alright, I'll get out of the bike lane. It was nice to walk on though. Yeah, and getting close to 7,000. It didn't take nearly as long to go from 6,000 to 6,800 or so than it did for me to go from 5,000 to 6,000. $10,000 before the end of the year. That's my goal. I think I'll hit that and more. Alright, Yahya, enjoy your dinner, and welcome to the mod squad. So let's head over to Yonge Street. Journeys with James, thanks for the sub. I can hear some honking now. It's not sustained honking though. Michelle Briggs, would like that, but unless some majorly unforeseen event comes along that causes my channel to blow up, I don't see that happening as much as I would like it to. I like to walk, $1.99. Love your live streaming from me and Johnny. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying it, and thank you for the super chat. That sounded more like a train horn. Paul James, I just watched that skit on YouTube. The whole Yonge Street going down the road parody. That was awesome. I guess it doesn't matter if I jaywalk in front of a cop here. Michael Stern, yeah, that's true. Dundas Square is a very popular spot for protests. I wonder if tomorrow they'll have to make their way down to Dundas Square or Yonge Street in some way or around there, since they won't be able to get near Queen's Park. Toronto City Hall is also another possibility. Nathan Phillips Square. This is Wellesley Street. Cleansing Chapel. Yeah, I have my phone is on a gimbal, so I can see the chat scrolling by on screen. And I can see how many people are watching the live stream. And I can do neat things like I can do widescreen. Oh, thank you very much, Bevy. Nancy Babka. Well, I'm glad you enjoying the winter scenes here in Toronto. Sherry Dumaresque, well, thank you very much. And Nick Walsh in Ireland. Well, you're entitled to your opinion, NPC. I'm not, but I think Toronto's an awesome city. There's always something going on. Tons of great neighborhoods to walk around in. Bay Street. Cass W, 279 super sticker. Thank you very much, Cass W. It's very kind of you. Gertej, mine too, Gertej. Time is 7:36 p.m. Who's the most famous person I've seen out in public in Toronto, just walking down the street like any other person? Maybe Kevin Hart. I saw him once. He's actually in one of my videos. I did a video walking along Bloor Street way back in 2018 when my channel was still pretty new. At least the walking part of it was pretty new. And Kevin Hart just walked past me. He was walking with a friend of his. And I also walked past David Cronenberg, also on Bloor Street one time. And one time I ran into Johnny Strides. Yeah. One time, more like a dozen times. T-Man, I think we're going to go down Yonge Street, check out Yonge and Dundas. Hey Megan, you made it. And here's Yonge Street. Let's head on down the road there to Yonge Street. They got stores and everything. You and Boner. It's Toronto's been, you know, a bit up and down lately. Hopefully it's going to be upwards from here. I'd like to think by spring and summer the city will be back in full swing. I'm a glass half full kind of guy, so I tend to view things optimistically most of the time. As hard as that is sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's really hard. Slow-mo, yeah. A lot of that cool stuff is gone now, you know? All the arcades and big record stores and sleazy businesses. John O'Meara. I know, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? You miss HMV? Yeah, so do I. Sam the Record Man, Sunrise Records, A&A Records. There was so many big giant record stores all in a small area. And places like the Gasworks, which was north here along Yonge. That's where Mike Myers kind of used that as inspiration for the Gasworks in the Wayne's World movies. Rob Hagerstrom. I think tomorrow is the actual day when things are supposed to really get going. Yeah, the world's biggest bookstore. I used to spend hours in there. Now there's a condominium on the site of where the world's biggest bookstore was. BMV Books is still there, though, right beside that site. Hey, Terratopia. MS, yeah, the honking was at Queen's Park, but they weren't really honking, you know, when I was there. I was expecting much honking and I was disappointed with the lack of honking. E and F, alright, enjoy your dinner. See, they have the streets blocked here. Any of these through streets that lead over to University. See, this cab is trying to get in here, and this cop is saying, no, you cannot come in here. T-Shots, it is confusing, isn't it? I don't think the Ottawa thing is ending. I think the ones in Ottawa are staying in Ottawa. This is sort of like a separate thing that's coming here to Toronto. Sasha G. Rossiter, $20 super chat. Because I am awesome. Wow, thank you so much, Sasha. You were awesome for sending that very kind super chat. I guess there's no reason I should wait for the light here. These people thought they could drive right through here, and they were mistaken. No, they cannot. So we're at Yonge College. So any honking we hear from here on will just be regular Toronto aggressive drivers honking as per usual. We like to call that the Toronto Symphony. Paul James, yeah, we escaped most of the snow here in the city, at least in the core. I think less than 10 centimeters altogether, spread over 2 days. Like the sidewalks didn't even get covered, really. Here's College Park. There's the Aura. I would go over and check out the skaters here at the ice oval, but they have music playing over there, and I'll most likely get a copyright claim. It's like the bane of my existence when I'm doing videos and streams. Copyright claims. Muzak is a terrible thing. That's right. Even if it's a song I like, if it interferes with my videos or streams, it instantly becomes a Muzak. Darn Muzak. Goethe's, yeah, you got me. I'm not really a hockey fan per se, but I know they are ridiculously expensive. Hello in Massachusetts. Therese Belisle. And Allie's here also. She also lives in Massachusetts. There's some Muzak, and here's more Muzak. So I'm going to talk over this Muzak as we walk past. Because this place got me before, you know, with their Muzak. I didn't think it would affect me, but it did. And I was like, damn you! And there's the fine gentlemen's club known as the Zanzibar. .52 pickup. Glad you think so. Although this part of Yonge Street has kind of lost a little bit of its luster over the years. But just up ahead, things will brighten up considerably once we get to Yonge and Dundas. What is this Zanzibar place? It is a mythical location where many a fine gentleman partakes of high quality entertainment for the mind.
Like big men on campus types.
Oh God.
No, but you know what I mean? Like,
Hey, Tom Seeley, how you doing? There's the steps at the Ryerson Learning Center. That's kind of a hangout now for people, although not when it's 10 below zero, I guess. A couple people there. Yes, high quality Chris Mills. Yeah, the campus is actually inside along that street, that side street. It's a pretty huge campus, to be honest. It goes all the way over to Mutual Street, or even Jarvis Street almost. Danny Seward, $5. Love your stream, keep it up. Well, thank you very much, Danny. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Whoa, and I almost slipped. Or I did slip, I almost fell. Alright, we're approaching Yonge and Dundas, the epicenter of Canuckland, Canada. Canuckistan? I don't know. How many weird nicknames does Canada have? There's the old Sam the Records Man. We were just talking about Sam's a little while ago. That's where the sign is now. Unfortunately, it's only the sign. The store is long gone. And I'm not going to go too close to the breakdancer guy because he has very copyrightable music playing all the time. And he did get me once before with his music. They're like... Although kudos to him for breakdancing in minus 10 degree weather. Or even colder now, maybe. Gotta hand it to him. He doesn't like when you photograph or take video of him though. So I'm gonna do it all sneaky like. From a distance. That car would get out of the way. I want to see him do some crazy moves, but maybe he can't really in this weather conditions. Yeah, Toronto Spider-Man and Toronto Batman are pretty much no longer. I mean, I haven't seen them out on the streets in forever. I think Toronto Batman retired some time ago. Because it was too hard on him to lift people up for photographs, because that was his thing. He'd go up to Toronto Batman, he'd lift you up for a photograph. And he did this with people of every size you can imagine, men and women. And I think after a few years his back was shot. So Toronto Batman had to retire. And Toronto Spider-Man also. Don't see him anymore. There's another Spider-Man guy called Peter Parkour. And he would go around the city on a skateboard. Dressed in full Spider-Man costume. And he would have webs that he would string over things. And he would climb up on top of unlikely spots and string his webs all over everything, and he was quite the character. And he's kind of rare to see these days too. But Toronto Batman and the original Toronto Spider-Man are still on YouTube in a lot of old videos. There's a guy named Sean Ward who lives here in the city, and he has an awesome YouTube channel where he does superhero themed videos all around Toronto, and he has some crazy videos with millions upon millions of views, starring Toronto Spider-Man, Toronto Batman, and a host of other superheroes. Xanta is another character who is no longer. He got old and out of shape. Now he doesn't really go around doing his push-ups anymore. And even the Singing Man, I haven't seen him in a while either. I don't know if he's just hibernating for the winter. This is Yonge and Dundas. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to just head a little bit to the east here to my neighborhood Burrito Boys. And I'm going to end the stream at Burrito Boys, and I'm going to get myself a bean and cheese burrito on whole wheat, because that's what I like. The Believe guy, he still pops up every now and again, Allie. I don't think he's gone anywhere yet. Burrito Boys is the best. Vivian, thank you very much. Sure thing, Richard Bishop. Speaker's Corner, that's Queen. Yeah, that place was awesome, right? I think you can still find some old Speaker's Corner clips online. I remember when the Bare Naked Ladies, before anyone knew who they were, they played one of their songs in the booth at Speaker's Corner. And that's sort of what launched them into the public eye. I think they played Be My Yoko Ono. Be my Yoko Ono, whoa. Sasha, yeah, thanks. I find this phone does a good job. And my cellular provider hasn't really let me down. I have very few crashes or glitches of any sort when I'm streaming, so I've been pretty lucky. I like the song Brian Wilson and Enid. Enid is like sort of an underrated gem of theirs. Like Enid, you never. How does it go again? Enid, we never really knew each other anyway. Enid, we never really knew each other anyway. So here's Burrito Boys. So I'm going to wrap up the stream. So thanks everyone for checking out my walk around downtown to check out the situation up by Queen's Park with all the tractors and a definite lack of honking now. Very disappointed with the honking, lack of. And thanks to all the mods for doing some awesome modding. And thanks to, at one point I had 600 people watching. So thanks to all the new people who checked out my stream. And anyone who hasn't subscribed, if you enjoy this sort of thing, then by all means go ahead and do so. I stream regularly, and I also post regular walking videos on my channel on a daily basis. Pre-recorded videos, walking around the city. And thanks to everyone for the super chats and super stickers. It's very, very much appreciated. And you're keeping me full of warm burrito, so I can't thank you enough for that. So I'll see you all next time, and until then, I will continue. Have a great night, everyone, and a great weekend. There we go.